we're going to drop into a little family Razzle Dazzle granola. Okay, so this is a recipe that is really, really encouraged to be done with your family, your friends, or certainly your little ones, right? So it's really super simple. You even get, while it's baking, you've got plenty of time to go out and play with your kids outside because it's going to be low and slow. So what we're going to need as far as equipment is just one big bowl. Okay, you're going to mix everything in this one big bowl. Okay, I've got everything measured out. Okay, so I'm going to start with 1 cup of walnuts, crushed walnuts, 2 cups of gluten-free oats, 1 cup of slivered almonds. I've got a cup of shredded coconut and a 1/2 cup of pumpkin seeds. I'm going to mix that around, get it good and mixed up. And now the fun part about this recipe is that it doesn't have to be walnuts. It doesn't have to be almonds. It can be a variety of different nuts out there. So don't hold yourself to the recipe here. Just pick your favorite nuts and go with it. And then what's going to happen here? Oh, we've got about can't forget the buckwheat. I've got about a 1/2 cup of buckwheat. And again, like the fun part of this is that, like, hey, you and your kids can be measuring this. Like, it can be kind of a fun math game. So there's all sorts of really fun components that you can throw into this. In addition to all of these ingredients, so we've got gluten-free oats, walnuts, almonds, pepitas, shredded coconut, and I've got a teaspoon of cinnamon, a pinch of sea salt. I'm going to add some almond extract as well. I really like almond extract for some reason. I don't know why, but it's really, really good. And then I'm going to add about, I don't know. I'm going to eyeball it, probably about a 1/2 cup of agave syrup. You could also use maple syrup. You could also use honey. And then I'm going to add just about a 1/2 cup of water as well to give it some moisture. And then what I'm going to do next is I'm going to mix all of this. This is the best part for your kids, is that they get to mix the big bowl. That's the fun part, right? They want, let me mix the big bowl. Yeah, right?
They might fight over and toss around the kitchen, but that's all part of the fun.
Well, it is still adult supervised granola, right? So you can't just give this to your kids and be like, okay, kids, here you go. So I'm going to get that nice and mixed up really well here, so you can kind of see. I really like. The reason why I guess I made this is why I like making this recipe is, well, first off, I just want to say I love supporting local businesses, and there's a lot of really wonderful granola companies out there that are local, probably here in Minneapolis. But sometimes I'm like, wow, like that's really expensive for granola, and I can actually make this for less. I could probably make double, if not triple, the amount for the price that I would buy in the package. So when you buy the raw ingredients and put it together yourself, you're actually yielding more and saving more money. Not to say that it's not good to support local businesses, but that just is sometimes present with me. Okay, so last thing, you're going to spray a little bit of oil onto a parchment-lined sheet tray, okay? Is the parchment paper necessary? Yes, it is. At least in my kitchen. Not necessarily, but it does help with keeping the granola from sticking onto the pan itself. So from here, what you're going to do, you're going to spread out that granola out onto the parchment-lined sheet tray. Beautiful. Smells like almond extract, and I love that. Get a little bit of, Use your fingers. This is the best part. If you're a kid, you get to touch it. All right. So, and then you're just going to spread it out in a nice even layer. And you can obviously double or triple this recipe and really make a big yield of granola all in one shot. And you'd probably have so much left over that you might want to give it to Grandpa and Grandma for Christmas, right? Say, hey, Grandma and Grandpa, I made this for you. always love homemade gifts, right? One little thing you might want to do before you throw it in the oven, just give it a little taste check. What's the sweetness level? Cinnamon, a little salt, okay? So then the next thing you're going to do, like I said, it's low and slow. You're going to put it in at 250 for 25 minutes. At 25 minutes, you're just going to rotate the direction of the sheet tray and then put it back in for 25 minutes. And then after that 25 minutes, you're going to stir it up. So it's about a 75-minute process. But the reason why you want to go low and slow is that you don't want to burn it. And you want to make it nice and like crumbly. So this one has been done for 75 minutes. And you can tell like it's nice and crumbly. And it's really nice and golden brown. And so when you cook low and slow granola, you're not going to have this uneven heat distribution where it's burned on one side or burned on the edges and soft and uncooked in the middle. So there's 3 rounds of 25 minutes of baking the granola where you rotate the pan, mix it up, rotate the pan, mix it up. After about 75 minutes, you're good to go. Let it cool. Give it a little taste check. And then if you've got a gallon, I would put a gallon of Robert's beautiful blackberries on this. I would say you serve it with, whatever your milk preference is, yogurt, berries, dried fruit, things like that. So you mix all those things in at the very end. This is just your base. This is just base camp for your creative culinary creation of your own family Razzle Dazzle granola. So I will put the recipe up in the show notes. Do we have any questions about